Welcome back, Greyhound Nation. You're tuned in to another episode of the Big Game Breakdown, live from Knuckleheads in downtown Ocean Springs, the home of good food, good vibes, and Greyhound football talk. I'm your host, Seneca Hampton, and I'm joined by the head coach of your Greyhounds, Coach Jake Bramlett. What's going on, Coach?
Man, we here. We're another week, and we're deep in the region play, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah.
All right, we week 7 into the season, and it went by really quick.
It did.
It went by really
like we
quick.
just said, man.
And glad to be here, but at the same time, they start stacking up on you pretty quick, and we're now 2 weeks or 3 weeks into region play, so.
Right.
But no, being here on Tuesday night, and we ain't gonna miss a night. I mean, win, loss, tie, rain, snow, whatever it is, we're gonna be here. But it's good to be back, be talking about football again, and getting these guys going.
Right. Our kids out this week on fall break, so how was practice scheduled for you guys this week?
We were 9 a.m. and kids coming in at 8:30, and we eat a little breakfast. We had Will Taylor over there at the garage and Glory Bound provided breakfast this morning. Whataburger did it the morning
got
before.
My ass up,
Yep, you got to get up in the morning, man. As the breakfast there at 8:30, but I did breakfast at 8:30, film after, get to practice and get a lift after that, and try to knock it out get these guys some of their fall break, let them enjoy some of the afternoons, and usually we get a little more intent, a little bit more focus in morning practices, but been a good week, and the weather's been good to us. So we had a little bit of rain come on down on us Monday, and a couple of good showers that soaked everybody. But it was one of those, as soon as it started raining, Lanny should have knew better, but he looked straight at me and said, "Coach, don't you stop practice." I'm like, you best believe I ain't stopped practice this week, dog. Like, it ain't happening.
Man, how was everybody else morale? The players' morale,
Hey, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. It was a little bit of a shock to them. Like you said, there's some of these kids were in 5th grade last time Ocean Springs lost a region game, or 6th grade, whatever it was. But they got outplayed Friday night, and that's all there is to it. And there's a team that came into our place and wanted it more.
Facts.
And there's no going around it. There's no trying to hide that, and that's 30, 45 minutes of our first Monday back, and our film sessions is a little bit of a truth circle in there. There was 2 really well coached teams on the field, and you could see what color wanted it more.
Yeah,
and that's all there was to it. And nothing to take it away from any individual efforts or coaching efforts or anything, because they did a great job on their side. But there's one group that wanted it more, and should you have been beat like that? No. Should you have been beat at all? Probably not. And you go in there and you play like that, and you see some things on film that, they're eye-openers for some of those guys. And, we do all this last year, and we're 1-4 at this point, or 2-4 at this point, whatever it is. And now we're sitting here at 5-0 going into that ball game, and you got to figure out the difference in.
right.
All right, yeah. Well, when we were 1-4 going into D'Iberville, we had some want to about us. We had some. Hey, we got something to prove. We've lost 4 ball games by less than a touchdown, and then you go in D'Iberville and you have a dominant performance, and then you get rolling. And this year you go 5-0. You run through nearly the same non-region schedule outside of playing a Madison first game, and you maybe feel too good about yourselves afterwards. It's like, all right, we did the bad year, and now we got the good year. And it's high school kids at the end of the day, and no matter what I tell them day in, day out, or they hear day in, day out, and some of the outside noise is worse than what they hear from me. And you're gonna start smelling yourself at some point. So that they had a bad week.
Yeah.
They had a bad or a bad Friday night, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'll say it was a good practice week.
Yeah, it was a great practice
Yeah,
week.
that's what-
We had a terrible practice week against Biloxi. Played a lot better, so we may need to do that some more.
Yeah, you was about ready to start practice over with in Biloxi week.
I think I did twice.
Yeah.
And about snapped off.
Monday
on
was good, Tuesday and Wednesday was bad.
Yeah, and but no, it was strictly there was one team that wanted it a little bit more than the other one to me, and they came out and they did exactly what they needed to do to win the ball game, and just like what you were talking about earlier was one of the kids that I can't believe we lost man. I mean, these kids just haven't. But
Right.
if you come out here half-cocked, and this is any team in our region, and I'm not taking away from anything Gulfport did, or I'm going to take away anything from Biloxi. There's any team in our region at this point just about that can do it to you.
Right.
And that's what we wanted. That's what I wanted, even coming down here. Like, I didn't know anything about coast football prior to coming down here, but it is – every single year gotten a little bit better and a little bit better, and I didn't do anything for that outside of just being here, but everybody is making their program a little bit better each year, and it's gotten to the point where, dog, you ain't running through a region schedule and beating everybody 42-7 anymore. It's not happening. And
over with.
yeah, I mean that happened for us for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
And
St. Martin got their stuff together, man.
Well, I mean, everybody has.
Yeah.
They've done a great job hiring coaches. Those coaches have done a great job of getting players to buy into their program, and it's not just football's not a seasonal thing down here anymore. It's not just like, hey, you know what, we'll start thinking about football in August. No, people think about it in February.
It's
now.
life.
And that's, it's part of my career, and I'm glad people are like that. Now, does it make my job harder on Friday nights? Absolutely. But people are thinking about football year-round. We're up here in June doing Boz's bingo show, or the Boz and bingo, whatever they'll call that. Yeah, media day thing. Yeah. We're doing that up here in June.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that just wasn't happening down here prior to, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Nah, yeah, the culture has changed a lot down here. And like you said, coaches actually are making the right hires because their job's on the line. So they want to, and then now – we done created this spotlight for us here on Coast Football now that, everybody sees us now. So you don't want to come half cocked now. You want to come with it now because the lights and attention is on us.
No, and I mean, to each his own. When we lose a game, like no matter what it is, I don't care if we're 5-1 or 1-4 or 10-1, whatever it is. When we lose a ball game, that's embarrassing to me, and that's a product that we put on the field, and I'm not happy about it at all. Yes, do I think everything that whatever it was you shared with the post-game talk, believe every word of it. But, no, it does embarrass me when we go out there and play like that. And, that's, I guess part of my career and a part of whatever it is that makes me do what I want to do is, like, I don't like when people go out there and embarrass me at my job.
Right.
And, I mean, that's my life focus. That's what I do every day, and I want to be better at it than everybody else. And when we're not, I did something wrong.
Right. And I know you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that, you're a perfectionist and you want things to go a certain way. And if they don't, we going, it ain't the end of the world, but you're going to be mad about it.
Yeah, we're going to be mad about it, but we're going to come in on Sunday and Monday and figure out how to fix it. And that's what some of those kids kind of got a refresher on from last year is it's been a while since they learned how to fix something, and we learned how to fix some things on Monday. So,
facts, man. All right, well, that was last Friday night. Didn't go our way, obviously, but a tough 41-28 loss to a strong Gulfport team behind the strong running attack of Cooper Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we'll break down that matchup. Coach got film for all that, and we'll go over the highs and lows and talk about how this team plans to bounce back heading into a huge district test against an undefeated D'Iberville Warriors squad. And they've been feasting on us too, Coach. That's one of them games they had circled on their calendar.
All right, well, when it's been that long since you lost one, you're circling on everybody's calendar, and that's you're getting everybody's best shot. And I mean, that's something I've said so many times. I'm about tired of saying it, but and you could lose every game for the next 2 years, and people still gonna be trying to get backs from the last 3.
All right.
So you better get ready because you're getting everybody's best shot. It doesn't matter if it's D'Iberville, Biloxi, St. Martin, Gulfport, Harrison Central, West Harrison hadn't played you since 2019, but I'm sure they got you circled too.
Oh,
and it's just D'Iberville's the same way though. They beat us in 2020, and that was the last time. And a lot of those ball games have been at their place, and I guarantee you they got us circled. Yeah. And that's a pride game for them. So you better show up loaded and ready to roll, because I guarantee you Coach Ladner will have them ready to go.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like you said, it's been fall break this week, so we don't have no senior or player spotlights for tonight.
Yep.
But we do have a great coaching spotlight featuring wide receiver coach Brody King, who's been leading one of the most explosive position groups of this team, with playmakers like Sherrod Whitehead, Ian Harlan, Hayden Berglund, Jeremiah Goldman, and Logan Carter.
Yep.
All that and more tonight right here on the Big Game Breakdown. Big Game Breakdown. Wow, I can't get that out, man. Woo.
The Big Game Breakdown.
Yeah, that right there. Powered by Knuckleheads and Bingo Media. And we're getting ready to go over to Coach's Corner. Brought to you by Singing River Connect Fiber Internet, keeping the coast connected at game speed. All right, Coach, let's kick things off with Coach's Corner. All right, a 41-28 loss to Gulfport, a tough one, but also a game that showed flashes of who this team can be. Let's start with your takeaways, Coach. What stood out to you most from that matchup?
Obviously you're going to talk about Solomon Baggett. He was our offensive player of the game, and or he was our player of the game in general. He had 14 carries for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns. And a huge night on limited carries, and, I had to have a talk with him on Monday of why those carries are limited, as far as, we are busting some big ones here, but we got to make sure we're keeping ourselves on the right set of chains on first and second down and making sure we're not losing yards on any of those. But he has a great night, and really the first time I've seen him since the first day of fall camp look the way he's looked. But right here in the late in the first quarter, takes one, bounces off a couple tackles, and for the first time this year, those are just people ripping at the ball, but he hadn't got to show off his speed this year. Breaks an 80-yarder, big-time run for him. Come back and sorry, I had to.
Might need to get that footage from you.
It ain't supposed to be on there. That's on me. I'm slacking over here. Come back. This is the second play of the second half. Throw a perimeter screen to Ian Harlan on the first play. He picks up what looked like 8, but they gave us 6. And the second play, and give it to Solomon again. He gets around that edge and then really starts showing off the speed at that point. And that's whenever he split 2 guys running lateral, I was like, this cat's running tonight.
Yeah.
Like it's big time running. And we'll show him off one more time for his second touchdown of the night. He hand him off inside zone right there.
Get up.
And I heard that you missed this entire play because your back was turned to it while you were talking to my dad on the sideline. But if you want to see it again, we'll play it for you one more time. He told me his Bingo's back was turned to me the whole time, and he missed him breaking about 8 or 9 tackles, run down the field.
Well, I might need that for the highlight reel this week, and I missed that one.
And then I had to show this one. This is Ian's touchdown right there towards the end of the game, where we didn't get the last onside kick back, and you can take from what you want to at the end of this play. Ian's very juiced up and ends up getting ejected for, I guess, too much of a celebration penalty right here. Whenever
I didn't get that.
He flips a ball on the ground. Well, he'll get to miss a football game for it, and this is the first flag this official threw all night. And I've never been one to throw officials under the bus, but this one made me really upset.
Yeah.
This is about the worst football call I've ever seen. And, I'll probably get a call about that one later just for saying it on here, but I'll take that call and I'll stand up for Ian on that one, because that was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is, and guy want to get involved in the game at some point, and he got involved in the right way.
Right.
But, no, it was, kind of a quick run through of the night, and wanted to show some of the highlights of the night. Not going to harp on the lows. Those guys have seen the lows enough the first couple days of practice during film, and getting some of those things fixed, getting the special teams fixed, and then offensively making sure we're staying on the chains, because where there were big plays throughout the game, there were missed opportunities, and then there were opportunities to be in 3rd and 2 or 2nd and 5, and instead we were in 3rd and 8 or 2nd and 10, and just not doing a good job of what we do well at Ocean Springs, and that's staying on schedule and staying ahead of the sticks. And then, defense plays well at times, and they may struggle to get off the field, but they made 4 red zone stops that were huge with 0 points given up, and didn't start giving up points, and still we started giving them short fields. I mean, nothing taken away from run back. He had a great night, but his touchdown runs were, once we had to start going for it on 4th down and gave him short fields, and he made some big runs, and had some great runs where he was breaking tackles. But I'll give our defense one thing for being down the D line that we've been down, and guys out there that are my size playing defensive end, they're playing their tails off right now. But they're obviously we're going to challenge them to get off the field on 3rd downs, and the 3rd and 15 when we were backed up. Or had them backed up after we just scored and made it 20-14, and we got them 3rd and 15 on their own 15-yard line, and then they fumble a snap back there. And kid just does a great job of continuing to keep his eyes downfield, and somebody slips behind the coverage, and they pick up 45 yards, end up not scoring, but eat up another 7 minutes of clock where we thought we were about to get the ball back on about the 50 and go in there and take the lead with another touchdown. It changed the ball game, and, good job by their quarterback of doing that. But he picks up the ball. It looks like he's about to just eat it and go down, and right in his line of vision, a guy pops up, and that's just, it was their night. It was their night to win, and
can't even be mad at it.
No,
man.
they came to play. Yeah. I mean, you can be mad at it in the moment, but we've had our breaks too. I mean, things have happened well for us. We've had Solomon, who had a great game Friday night, has had balls bounce right back to him where he made silly mistakes with ball security that end up not costing us. Right. And, you have breaks go your way and you have breaks go against you, and you can't be mad about either one of them.
Yeah. After this message here, Solomon, he's making a strong statement this year. I'm surprised a lot of colleges are not tearing down the door.
Well, I had a former player, a tight end that played for me at Clinton, who is now a coach at college, and he just called me and he was like, Coach, he goes, I heard y'all got one that nobody really knows about. And I was like, oh, boy, we got one.
Yes, sir.
Like, he's a dang good one. Yeah. So it'll start picking up for him, and this is that time of year where all those guys are in the midst of their season, so recruiting kind of it never goes by the wayside because it's not that game anymore. I mean, you got to recruit 365 days a year, but it's gotten to the point where, all right, those first 7-8 weeks of the season, we're going to kind of chill out a little bit, and then we're going to figure out who's having those years, and we can get back on him, and he's having one of those years.
Yeah, he is, man. Shout out to Solo. He was supposed to come on tonight, but he got stuck babysitting, so we'll maybe get him on next time.
Then I got 3 of them. There are no excuses.
Facts. We have our kids with us. Look at Tripp over there with Coach Collins. Yeah. So, all right, we talked about offense enough. Let's talk defensively. What challenges did Gulfport present that you're focused on correcting this week?
Poor tackling. Yeah. But I hate to take anything away from them. It's just flat out poor tackling. Mm-hmm. And tackles that we make, and even not just talking about the Crosby kid, even on perimeter screens where we're making those tackles for no gain or yard loss. It's just not wrapping up and not playing well. And I mean that what I said earlier, and I don't want to continue to harp on it, but what I said earlier about a team wanting it more, that and I went to every single position group during our Monday film prior to practice and told them the same thing. I was like, it is not just you, it's every position group on this team. I'm saying this exact same thing too, is there was a unit in a different color on the other side of the ball from you that wanted it more than you did.
Right.
And that's linebackers, that's DBs, that's D-line, that's O-line, that's running backs, that's quarterbacks, wide receivers, you name it, coaches, whatever. That is everybody. And that was what I was pissed off about, was that there was a team that wanted it more than us, because I have not seen that since I've been here.
Yeah, Gulfport most definitely came in and gave us that punch in the mouth that We've been asking for because we've been punching
like
people in the mouth for a long time.
I hadn't seen many second game of region play where they got coaches getting doused in ice baths before the handshake line. I mean, they wanted it.
Yeah,
they wanted that. That game has been circled for them for a long time, and whatever. But that proved it.
Yeah,
and that's where a lot of my talk came from that night. I mean, yeah, that was their Super Bowl, and they won it. And now you better focus on what you got to do to win yours, because it's not just going to come. It's not just going to come. They put in a lot of effort to win theirs. Right. You got to put in a lot of effort to win yours.
We got to win ours this week.
Yep. I ain't going to say this is not our Super Bowl.
No, it ain't Super Bowl, but it's the effort.
Yes, the effort's got to be there. But I was about to say this is 100% not our Super Bowl, but it's a must-win ball game for us. You go out there and win. We need to go out there and win, and we need to win big.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the Iberville they salivating at the mouth right now, man. All right, so how have the guys responded during practice this week?
It's been a good week. There's been a lot of focus, attention, detail. A lot of it's my coaching style. It's not ever going to be, all right, we're going to go out there on Monday and you're going to see people jumping all over the place and dancing and hollering, and that's going to make a good practice. That's not it. It's focus, attention, and detail on what we're doing, whatever scheme we're implementing, what our plan is, and then your effort during each rep of knowing that what's in front of you probably isn't as good as what you're going to see on Friday night, but still taking the correct steps and punishing whatever gets there.
All right. What's your message to the team as you enter the second half of the season and push for playoff positioning?
It ain't changed. It's 1-0. Like that's not changing. It's 1-0, and even more so now than ever. They proved to me on Friday of Biloxi game that they could handle the distractions, go out there and still do it anyway. And then, we have a setback. And are you going to win? Are you going to go undefeated through every regular season? More than likely not. I think there's been about 2 or 3 of them in the history of this football program. But yes, it is possible to go do, and you went out there and you slipped up, but you better get right back on your horse. And this is our goal. This is what we're setting out to do, is being 1-0 every week, and all that's still in front of you. Now, has your road changed a little bit? Possibly, but I mean, there's still a lot of football left to be played this season as far as where you sit at the end of the day. And I've seen a lot of one-win teams be a 1 seed, and I've seen some two-loss teams be a 4 seed. I mean, it's weird how things play out, and everything's still in front of you. But either way, you go out and win every region ball game from here on out. Make sure you get home field advantage in the first round of playoffs, and then I don't care who we get, because guess what? It's Region 3. You're probably going to play all of them anyway.
Right. These are the ones we can't lose here.
Yep.
These matter, All right, Coach. That's Coach's Corner, brought to you by Singing River Connect Fiber Internet, connecting Greyhound nations at game speed. All right, coming up next, our coaching spotlight shines on the leader of one of the most electric positions group on the field, the wide receiver coaches, Coach Brody King. We're going to take a quick break, go pay some bills, and we're going to come back with Coach King right here so we can interview him. This is going to be a speed show today. We on fall break, too.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
All right, tonight's coaching spotlight is brought to you by Unique Collision Center, where quality and trust come standard. We're joined by wide receiver coach Brody King, who's been doing an outstanding job developing one of the most dynamic wide receiver units in this region. Guys like Sherrod Chopper Whitehead, Ian Harlan, and Hayden Berglund. Coach, let's start right there. This wide receiver group has been one of the most exciting to watch all season long. What stood out to you about their growth and consistency week after week?
Man, this group of these three guys, I'll say this. Going back to January and February, we kind of laid out a plan for what we wanted this year to look like between the receiver room, the offense as a whole. Those dudes bought into absolutely everything that we gave to them. We talked about back in February having a room that was tough, having a room that blocked with physicality and stuff like that. Those guys do that on a daily basis, and that's something that we emphasize every day. Aside from their natural ability, their ability to make plays and all the things they do well, they've bought into learning how to play the receiver position because them three dudes in their career, along with Logan Carter and Jeremiah Goldman, I think we talked to me and Coach Lamp back in January. They might have had 10 catches for 130 yards in their career. In a career, but they really sold into the fact that the receiver room can be an engine of a team.
Everybody got a role.
Correct. Successful teams, the receiver room plays hard. You turn on the tape and you see them do extra things outside of just catching the ball, picking up guys, being positive, blocking with effort. Those type of things can change a game.
Yeah. What makes this year wide receiver group special compared to past seasons?
We've had some really good players in the past. Bryson Smith and Nolan and all those type of guys. This group, I will say one thing they do, they play as a team. As a group, they love playing together. They play hard for the guys around them. They're positive and they have a want to learn and grow every day. That's the biggest thing from them, man, is they want to know more. They want to learn more. They're always paying attention to details and trying to be a collective group. So that's a big thing for them.
Sherrod Whitehead's been a highlight machine. How do you keep a player like that stay consistent and locked in?
Man, Chop, man, he has come a long way in these last 3 or 4 years. I was fortunate enough to coach him with quarterbacks the last 2 years and now be able to work with him in the receiver room. He wants to be great at what he does. Whatever he does, he wants to be good at it. He didn't always know what that looked like at times, and he didn't always know, exactly what it took. He knew where he wanted to go. He just doesn't always, put the two and two together. But I think this year, he's found a way to be a leader, to play a role that he hasn't always played, but that he knows can be beneficial for him in the future. And the dude can play, man. He can play. He can play.
Ian Harlan's really stepped up this year. How has his game evolved as a route runner and a leader?
Man, Ian is a gritty football player. He's tough. He plays the game really, really aggressively and hard. And the same as Chop, he's extremely talented. He's a dude that wants to make the play, but he's also a guy that the backside of a run play, he's going to be trying to dump somebody on their butt.
He's a great blocker.
And put something good on tape. And all three of those guys do it, but Ian wants to make plays, and I think he's going to be really special for us the rest of the year and going into next year. So
I call him Little Wes Welker. He
plays
just like
him. He does a great job.
Great comparison. Let's talk about your hybrid tight end, Hayden Berglund.
Yeah.
Hayden's been a versatile threat. How valuable is having a guy who can play multiple roles? He's a blocking tight end. He's a pass-catching tight end. He can line up in the slot. He can go up and get the jump ball. Like, he's very versatile. And I don't think people understand that's why his name is on that Mississippi-Alabama list, because they're looking at the pedigree and the intangibles that come along. He's going to be playing big-time D1 football on somebody's Power 4 roster on Saturdays next year.
Yeah, man, he's a big-time player. That's if you look up what a Division I tight end looks like, that's it.
That's him.
Coach Collins does a great job with him with some of the hand-on-the-ground type stuff, but he really bought into learning how to play, out wide other than putting his hand down.
Oh, God, look who's all coming in, man.
Is that Cole? Thomas Shesky.
Yeah.
But, man, Hayden does a fantastic job, man. And I'll tell you what, as big as strong as he is and talented as he is, he can run too, man. The play that Solo had the other night against Gulfport, Hayden was right there, step for step, almost with him,
stride,
trying to make a block, you know. So he's a great player. He's super talented, and he's calm and cool all the time, man.
He is a stud. I just wish people
He's big time, man.
Like Coach Bramlett ain't finna put his name on the line for no player to go represent his brand if that kid ain't finna go up there and do just that.
Yes. You're right.
That's big facts.
You're right.
Shout out to the Berglund brothers. What's been your main message to your receivers as you hit the tough stretch of the district?
Man, we had a tough one last week, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Monday in our meeting room, the big thing we talked about was success is not a continuum.
Right.
You know, we've had a lot of success over the years, and when I say continuum, it doesn't just gradually increase to the point where you never make mistakes. You always win every game. That's not how it works.
Right.
You know, your standard is set on that path, but you're going to have those ups and downs throughout on that line of your standard.
Right.
And the big thing we can't do now is let our standard ever drop.
Right.
We got to continue to raise that floor that we stand on daily, and continue to put that game behind us, learn from it, move on from it, and be the best teammates and the best players that we can be. And we talk to them all the time, man, about just making routine plays, doing the stuff we do every day, and carrying it over to a game. And I think this week they realized that one game doesn't define you. You know, one win or loss doesn't define you. If it did, you know, the process of football wouldn't be what it is. All right, you know, it's all about the process of how you do things. And I think that they're going to be ready to go next week and onward. So.
How do you keep all the egos in check? You know, wide receivers are divas, man. They are.
They can be.
You got them, man. Yeah. You got some divas, man. How do you keep them egos in check? Man, because everybody wants the ball.
They do. Everybody wants it, and there's only one. You know, one thing we talked about back in January or February when we had our first meeting, one of the first things we talk about it. It's on every PowerPoint we have. It's on everything we have, and we talk about every meeting. The first thing is being a team. Being a team first. And then being the most excited to play every day, and then being the best at doing whatever your job is. But the first one is being a team. Yeah. No matter what, you as talented as you are, as many stars or as many guys we think we have that you can go beyond what we're doing. It starts with being a unit first, and they see it on film. You know, when we have a bad play and one guy makes a mistake, you know, it takes all 11 of us every play, and I think they kind of have bought into that.
Most definitely. Coach King, I appreciate your time and all the work you put into developing these guys every week.
We're blessed with good kids, man.
We are.
We're blessed with good kids.
We are. All right. So that's been our Coach's Spotlight, brought to you by Unique Collision Center, where quality and trust come standard. Anything you want to leave with the Greyhound Nation, Coach?
Man, y'all come out to D'Iberville this week. You know, the kids need it. We should have a big week this week. So y'all come out and check us out.
Make sure y'all come out this Friday. I got to make sure D'Iberville, they do GoFan or at the gate, or should have got all that information before I came in. I normally do. It's the foul break messed me up, man.
Messed you up, man.
It messes up. But we're gonna go to a Nick break, pay some ads, and we're gonna come back with Coach Bramlett keys to the game, and we're gonna go over the D'Iberville Warriors and find out what's our keys to this game matchup. And we're going to close things. I told y'all this is going to be a short show tonight. So we'll be right back with Coach Bramlett to close things out.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss? Seneca Hampton. Where you at, boss?
All right, we are back. We thought we was coming back with Coach Bramlett, but actually we are back with one of our many assistant offensive lines coach. We got Coach Sweatman here. Coach, welcome back to Greyhound Nation.
Hey, how's it going?
You came, you showed your face the last time, but now you're here to come and actually be a guest this time.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you having us on.
Coach Camp was scared to come on, so we had a brave individual to jump up there, man, to come on. Can you hear? Mic check.
Got it better now?
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Here we go. But yeah, we got Coach Sweatman up here, man, our offensive line coach. Coach, what's your assessment of how the offensive line has gelled so far this year?
They're doing good. I tend to look at the younger players more than the ones that Coach Lee's handling. So I'm over there with the scout team on the defensive side a little bit the past couple weeks, just kind of trying to get our team ready for the next few years. And they're looking good. We have a whole bunch of 10th graders, one junior coming up next year. They're working hard. They're trying to give our defense a good look every day. So that's –
You at the middle school or the JV or the
well,
ninth
I was at the middle school for, goodness, what was it, 3 or 4 years with Coach Vic, and this year is my first time with the varsity.
Okay.
So I've got the 10th graders and the JV.
Yeah.
And, you know, they go out there and they try to give our defense a good look just so they know what to expect during the game.
Oh, yeah. I see you out there. You hold them accountable as if, hey, they can't mess up in practice.
No, that's where they learn.
Yeah.
That's everybody who started for us now at some point was a 9th or 10th grader, has played JV, has played on the scout team. And they're contributing to the team just as much as anybody else is. They, you know, if those guys aren't out there, we'd be going ones versus ones all day and beating ourselves up.
Most definitely, man. So how important is leadership from veterans in your group?
Man, the leadership from the veterans, that's everything. Because the young guys that come in, they're new to the program. Don't really know how to act. Like today, you know, we get in the weight room and I have you got RJ, you got J1 coming down, helping out some of the younger guys on the lifting, making sure they're doing things right. So there's just a good atmosphere of them taking care of each other. Most
definitely. It's all one brotherhood.
It is. It is.
What are some of the biggest challenges your guys face week to week in this district?
Week to week in this district's tough. I mean, you know, it's especially this year when everybody on the coast is good. We've had a good it's been fun watching teams like St. Martin come out and be good. West Harrison. You know, this is the coast has really shined this year in 7A.
We got something to say.
And so it's we're just trying to get everybody from the younger guy standpoint up and ready to go for the next couple of years, because this isn't something we just want to see 1 or 2 years of everybody on the coast starting out 4-0. You know, we're ready to give the North a run a little bit.
It's time.
It really is. It really is.
We owe it to ourselves. All right, so Coach, how do you keep the O-line locked in and motivated through the ups and downs of the season?
It's just talking with them, just being there. I've played on scout teams. You know, it's every one of us has, and so we just remember what it was like whenever we were younger. Trying to, you get out there, you get beat up. You're not playing on Friday night. You just have to let them know that what they're doing is important, and they're part of the team just as much as anybody else.
What's one thing about offensive line play fans might not realize that makes it so crucial to success?
Just the pressure that the guys are under. They're the only position on the field. They're not going to see the ball. They're not going to have any touchdowns except for RJ, who recovered one in the end zone. That was one of the funnest things to see.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're out there, and if you miss a block, if you mess up, it's not really on you missing a block. You're getting somebody hit.
I see that.
So if a receiver drops a ball, he's let somebody down. If an offensive lineman misses a block and Chalmers or Chop gets their head knocked off, that's just a different level of responsibility.
Do your job.
That's it.
That's it. I got it, man. what's who out of the young guys you got? Can you give us some guys that we can start to look out for next year? Because I know this offensive line, we're gonna lose a lot this year.
We are. So what you have right now you have some ninth graders that just came up.
Yeah.
But
trying
right
to get
now,
your son to come over here. He don't want to come over. He's with his friends right
he's
now.
ignoring me, making
Right.
sure that he's not looking at
Right.
me or making eye contact.
Yeah.
But yeah, that JV side, you have.
I'm trying to
Look at that, Clark. Oh, no, he
Come on, man.
So you got.
Yeah,
You
know,
know,
be the youngest guy on the show,
He
man.
is, he is. The only scout teamer to ever be interviewed.
Right. Come on over here, man.
Come on, Clark.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
What's up, man? How are you doing?
You're going to have to talk into your dad's
Come
microphone,
here. Come talk
man.
into the mic.
Uh,
We'll share that.
So, man, tell us what it's like being coached by your dad.
It's fun. I really like it.
You know?
Oh, do you?
At first, I wasn't gonna think I would like it, but now I really like it.
Yeah. So, is he really hard on the younger guy? He is. He expects a lot out of y'all. Yeah. Do you still look at him as dad, or that's coach during that time?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
sometimes.
Yeah. Well, he's dad and coach all the time, so I guess
Yeah.
I see what you mean by that, man. What you think about this weekend? Are you ready for this game this weekend?
Yes, sir, I am. I'm excited.
How was practice this week for you guys? Y'all gave the scout
We've
team?
been doing real good.
Yeah.
Scout team, we've been doing good too.
Yeah, y'all don't realize y'all are key to success, man. Like the guys can't get that look without the scout team, guys. And that's true. Like you are part of this team, so don't think just because you don't play on Friday nights you're not a part of this team.
Yes, sir.
Look at you right now on the podcast, getting shine, man. As a young buck, man. Next thing you know, you're gonna be sitting right here, man. 6'7".
Hopefully.
Yeah, 290 pounds, running a 4.7. Keep working though, man. Shout your trainer out, Coach John, man. He always bragging about you, man. He be telling me how he be working out with you, man. Shout your trainer out.
Tell him it's John Anderson over at St. Martin.
Yeah.
We work out, I think, it's Monday through Wednesday, every summer. And then we do a lot of running, agility stuff. We do lifting also. We do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, though. It's so much fun.
That's what's up, man. You're going to be one of the ones, man. It's in your DNA. Look at your dad. That should let you know right there. You're going to be a man-sized man, man.
Hey, I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so. Mama's only 5'2", so we're going
Don't
to
the
see
mamas
which way
always
he
mess it up, man. I got
know
a
it.
midget for a wife, too, man. But, yeah, man, shout your friends out, man. They over there looking at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to come get some?
Oh, yeah,
y'all want to
yeah.
come get some? Nah, they scared. They
Yeah,
don't want to
Cole
come on.
McNally
Man.
over
Yeah,
there.
Cole acting like, come on, Cole. Why you acting?
Cole's a ninth grader. He just got scoped today.
Yeah, I see he got a knee pad. Oh, man. Well, man, appreciate y'all for coming on the show. Y'all know
Man,
y'all
we
always
appreciate you.
welcome
This
for
is
coming
awesome.
on here. Coach, appreciate both y'all taking the time to join us tonight. This has been a special edition of Coach's Spotlight, brought to you by Unique Collision Center, where quality and trust come standard. We're going to take that break again, and hopefully Coach Bramlett is here this time. We're trying to get Coach Camp to come on, but he don't want to come, man.
We'll go work on him.
You going to work on him?
Oh,
He ain't
yeah.
going to do
Oh, yeah.
nothing, man. Appreciate you sweating me, man, and keep
Anytime.
doing what you
Appreciate
do,
you, man.
buddy. All right,
See ya.
Coach. All right, buddy.
Seneca Hampton, where you at, boss?
All right, Coach, it's now time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by The Garage over there in Cache Alley. The Hounds hit the road to face an undefeated D'Iberville Warriors team sitting at 6-0. This is a big one. What's the mindset heading into this matchup?
Handle the atmosphere and the physicality of the first quarter, and then execute your game plan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it all wraps up into one thing, but, you know, the atmosphere at D'Iberville is different. You know, you got the small home side, the really small locker room. There's no AC in it. It's just cinder block room, and you can't. You're not fitting the whole football team in there, and then you go out there, you're trying to do your pregame, get everything done, and then, you know, D'Iberville's going to do a dance before they come onto the field, and they're going to run out there, and their stands are going to be popping, and you go out there and you handle that atmosphere, and you take care of business in the first quarter, and then execute the game plan after that, and that's a big part of going and playing at D'Iberville is – you know, they're going to be fired up when you get there. And that town, I mean, the town loves football. And, you know, they got a state championship to prove it. And that's just
my senior year.
Yeah,
they beat us in the second round.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
But, you know, they show up and they show out. And their stands will be packed full. And they feel good about themselves. And it's going to be a good ball game.
Well, what are our 3 keys to victory for Friday night?
Well, we kind of just went over them.
But
You
just did.
I'm sorry. I thought that's the question you were asking. Then
It was. That's me. I looked at the wrong.
I can hit them again if you want me to.
I looked at my question. I looked at my same question twice. I meant to say, how big would this win be for team conference and momentum? Like,
well, I mean, it's 100%. You know, you've been hearing a lot. It's been kind of a little cliche thing this year is the next one's the biggest one. Well, this one for us is really the biggest one. Like it's like you pick this one up and you're still staring a home playoff game in the face. So making sure that we're setting ourselves up for a good November run, and you can do it from any position and coming out of the region. You can do it from 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed. You want the home playoff game and the possibility of home field advantage for 1, 2, maybe even 3 playoff games. So, you know, this one for us is a big one, and it's at the early part of our stretch that I talked about in our region play of historically for the teams who's made the playoffs for the past 30 years. We got stacked up on the front end. It was Biloxi, Gulfport, D'Iberville, and then we get a bye week. So. You know, things have changed. West Harrison's a really good football team. St. Martin's only lost 1 ball game. I mean, things change from year to year, but historically, it's like you got stacked up with your 3s you had to beat right in the front, and you're the one team that has to live with that.
Right.
And you know, it is what it is. Somebody's got to deal with it. Now, is it going to be a blessing for you? Is it going to be a curse for you? You gonna take your bye week after next week and actually recoup, get better for the next 3, and then try to make a playoff run, or are you going to let one loss defeat you? And you can't let one loss beat you twice. It's you cannot let something linger around and beat you the next week because you're still harping on how poorly you played the week before.
Right. Who is someone you expect to step up and make a difference under the lights this week? I got one who I think going to be.
I think Sherrod usually has big games against D'Iberville. I think he's going to have a big one.
I got my money is on Santiago Gateman.
I think he's going to have a big night, too. He's been getting better and better at linebacker every week. And he's making a ton of tackles on that side of the ball. And you know, playing inside linebacker, the more plays you see, the better you're going to be.
He's a linebacker.
And he is probably going to be a high-level linebacker when he comes out of high school.
I can see it.
But he's figuring it out, and he's getting more playing time, and every week he's getting a little bit better, and he's got the body for it, man. And, you know, I if he does have a big game this week, that's good for us. And then
him and Gabe Virgo are –
I mean, and they're big kids. They're built the right way, and then you got Bird who – you know, he's not built like a linebacker, but he's had a ton of tackles on the interior this year.
Like a hybrid safety, man.
Yeah, well, he can call himself that. He's a dang linebacker because
you heard him say it, huh?
Yeah, he ain't no hybrid safety. He just won't say that because he's skinny and ain't done enough bench press yet. But you know, that's something that he's got to work on. He got to get that chest a little bigger, got to be a little thicker, and he's gonna be a really good inside linebacker. He just got to work on his body too.
Most definitely. I like watching these kids develop.
Yeah,
and
that's
grow,
what
man.
I had a coach tell me my first year coaching as an assistant coach that however many sophomores you start is how many losses you're going to have at the end of the year. And I hope that's not the case. Because
That is a bad synopsis.
I think we got 11 of them. So.
Man.
But, no, and with the team, that was that.
Look at the Korean warrior.
I think
he's on the prowl.
I think we went 13-1 that year. We had one sophomore starting for us.
Oh yeah,
and
he don't know what he's talking about then.
And then the next year we went like 14-2 or 13-2, and we had two sophomores starting. And I was like, well, he's nailing this one on the head. And then we walked out there this year, and I think we were starting 9 of them the first game. I was like, it's gonna be a rough year, boy.
Yeah.
But no, it's just it's about how you bring those guys up, and to me, they're not. There's a bunch of them that are not sophomores anymore. To me, they were around us for so long last year, and we had them a part of our varsity program from game one last year, and all those guys I look at as experienced juniors, and that's what we're talking about. Lanny, even every now and again, I get a little deer in the headlights look, and they're like, "Oh, coach, I forgot he's a sophomore." I was like, "He ain't a sophomore no more, dog." Yeah,
he can't keep using that excuse.
He's past that point. He is a junior, and Chalmers ain't far from being a junior, and Santiago's the same way. He played a lot of football last year, and I mean, those guys have played high school football long enough. They're no longer sophomores.
Bird, all of them, man. Them guys are juniors. Yeah, y'all might well just start claiming it.
Well, they better play like it next couple of years. They got a lot of guys going out the door after this year.
I swear. All right, so those are our keys to the game, powered by the Garage Cash Alley, where good food and Greyhound Pride meet. The Hounds are on the road this Friday in D'Iberville. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Let's fill the stands and bring that Greyhound energy as we do each and every week. As we get ready to close the show, Coach Bramlett, always great having you break it down each and every week. Greyhound fans, thank you for tuning in to the Big Game Breakdown, live from Knuckleheads Restaurant in downtown Ocean Springs. We want to give a big shout-out to all our sponsors who make this show possible: Knuckleheads Restaurant, Singing River Connect Fiber Internet, Unique Collision Center, The Garage, Cash Alley Restaurant, Lady May Boutique, and Glory Bound G-Row.
G-Rose.
I said it right this time?
G-Row.
God, no, I practiced before I even came up here.
It was with a yeah.
G-Row.
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 That's it. I practiced before I came.
G-Row. I'm sitting up here practicing.
So you drive down the road like
I was. The whole way down 90, I was saying G-Row. I thought I had it right, man. Goodness.
You getting Hig up here?
Huh?
You getting Hig up here?
Getting who?
Hig.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Hig over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna see you in Friday night in D'Iberville right back here next week for another episode of the Big Game Burn. They brought me something this time. So this week on Nuggethead, we got them wings this time, man.
Those sweet chili or is that the barbecue?
I don't know. I just told her grab me one.
You gotta go with those sweet chili ones. Them things are good.
Let's see. Regular barbecue.
Yeah, you got the barbecue. You gotta get sweet chili, dog.
Hitting on nothing, just regular barbecue, man. But yeah, we finna go and bring on Greyhound alumni Brian Higginbotham. Everybody be saying they got questions for this man, but they don't never show up when it's time to ask the questions, man.
They show post something on Saturday morning, but
oh yeah. So we're gonna
they gotta show up on Tuesday night. Tell them to come on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have one of their own come on right now, and he gonna tell them, from his perspective. Come on over here, Hig. Hey, man, that thing good. Oh, Lord. Man, they ain't give me no kind of napkin.
I could have got you some.
Man, he's scared. Hey, bro, why you scared to come on? What are you scared for? Wait, what are you scared for? Oh, my God. Our scout team quarterback is scared to come on the show, man. Man, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Got you finally got on here, man.
Oh, man.
I thought I was messed up. They didn't save me none of that barbecue the other day.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. I ain't gonna lie.
But, yo, we got you on here. While I'm trying to swallow this food, man, tell them who you are, man.
Well, My name's Brian Higginbotham. I graduated from Ocean Springs in 2009. That's about it. I just,
Right.
work at Ingles.
What year you graduated?
2009.
2009.
Yes, sir.
You played ball here?
Yep, sure did.
Who you played with?
Oh, man, I played with a lot of good guys, man. I played with Alan House, Kendall, DeAndre, Trey Brown, Richard Thurman, Sam Noblin,
Yeah.
JT Dixon, all them guys back in 2008, 2009.
Were y'all good?
Yeah.
How good were y'all, man?
Man, we were good.
That was.
Yeah.
I was gone then. I was in the Army. I had just left for the Army, so I missed that time frame, man. I missed the Howes era and all that. I seen Howes in college.
Yeah. Alan was a beast in
Yeah,
college.
I seen him in college, though.
But, man, look, listen, like, back then, like, them guys, like, we were good. Like, we had a really good defense, good offense. But it's like I tell everybody, like, I wish we would have ran the style of offense that they run now back then.
Right. Why you say that?
Oh, man, that would have been deadly. I mean, you got DeAndre on the outside.
Yeah.
You got a 6'6" receiver. And
Yeah.
if we had a quarterback that could, get him the ball,
Yeah.
bro, that would have been deadly because that offense, like, there's so much talent back from, like, between the 04 to 2009, 2010 era.
Yeah.
That if we would have ran a spread offense, I think we would have been more successful on offense. Not that we didn't put up a lot of points, because we did, but I just think that we'd have had a lot more fun on offense.
Brian, take us back from your time wearing that Greyhound uniform. What was football like at Ocean Springs when you played? I know it ain't nothing like it is today.
Man, so football back then, I mean, it was fun, I mean, you got to play with a lot of great ball players. Just going down memory lane, just the Friday night lights, the pep rallies on Fridays at school, stepping out on the field and hearing the anthem go off, the national anthem go off, and just that blood pressure.
Right.
Not the blood pressure, but that would go up too.
That was yeah.
But your adrenaline, everything's just going.
Yeah.
And it's just nothing like stepping on the field with your friends, your brothers, whether it was your last year or your sophomore year, your junior year.
Yeah.
Putting on the Greyhound uniform meant a lot.
Right.
Because, you're representing your city,
Yeah.
your family, and your friends here in Ocean Springs.
What position did you play?
I played – oh, sorry.
No, you good. What position you play?
I played outside linebacker
Outside
and tight
linebacker.
end.
And who were some of your teammates or coaches that really influenced you?
Ooh, teammates. Really, just about everybody. Robert Wineski, Benjamin Slayton, DeAndre, of course, Clarence Battle, Charles Funches. Shoot, I go down the list really.
Right.
JT Dixon, Wade Wells, Hunter Steiner, Tyler Dillon, Matt Jelanovich, Lauren Gaucher, Dalton Gerald, like just everybody that I play with, man, they are all really like solid guys.
Right.
Coaches would be Coach T, Coach Trosclair, OG still. He's still, coaching here at Ocean Springs.
I'm finna take his position. When he retire, I'm moving into his coaching role.
Okay.
That's what he keep telling me, man. I'm taking all my coaching clothes off. Gear you're getting it. He tell me all the time. I don't know what he manifesting.
And, Coach Trosclair, of course, Coach Tosh, Coach McKay, and, of course, Coach Mangum, our head coach back then. Coach Mangum, he taught us a lot about life.
Yeah.
It was a lot about football too, but it was more about life and, building your character outside of football.
Right.
And that was one thing that, I took in as an adult now is just different things that were said that helped me grow into who I am today.
Right. What's your favorite memory from your playing days, like a game, a play, or even just a locker room moment you'll never forget?
So my favorite memory would be whenever it was my senior year and we played against George County. We went into double overtime. And, of course, during that time, George County had Billy Joe Johnson as their running back. And he was, hands down, still to this very day, the best running back I've ever seen and played against. But it was double overtime, and they was going in for, I think it was like a 2-point conversion, and I think it was Benjamin Slayton and I want to say Wade or Hunter. It was one of the two. They hit like one of them hit them and like stripped the ball out, and one of our guys recovered it, and like the whole stadium just erupted, and that was like one of the best like memories to me. It was like beating George County and that double overtime at home. And, you know, my second one probably George County again, because, like, us in George County.
It used to be a big rival.
Look, us in the county, that used to be a big game, you know, every year, because we went to George County my junior year, and that place was packed. Like, that was the most fans I've ever seen at a high school football game on the George County side and the away side for us. Like, that atmosphere is just electric.
This man got a Waffle House shirt on. All right, so how would you describe the Greyhound culture back then compared to what you see now in the Coach Bramlett?
Oh, man. I think, you know, back then, the culture was good. It was really good. You know, between, you know, starting at 04, that was like setting the standard for Ocean Springs.
I agree.
The 2014 set the standard for Ocean Springs. And
I say 03, the year before it.
Yeah, 03, yeah.
Shout out to Dr. Stephen Johnson in his class. They started it off.
03 till now, besides that 2014 to 19 era. No, I'm not going to say no head coach's name on here, but between that, because that era was kind of iffy for us, because we had some good seasons, we didn't have some good seasons during that time. But, you know, the standard of Ocean Springs football was between 03 and, you know, 2010 in my perspective, because, you know, that's whenever I grew up during that time, you know, 8th grade, going to the state championship, watching that game in 2004 till, you know, I graduated. But seeing, you know, how they are now, you know, and how they're running the program is really phenomenal, because there's a standard there that, you know, Jake has that needs to be met. Yeah. And I think they do a really good job as head coaches at setting the standard and letting the players exceed their expectations.
All right, I got you. So Ocean Springs has been a community built around family and pride. What does it mean to you to still be a part of the Greyhound Brotherhood all these years later?
I mean, it means a lot. You know, it's something that really never leaves you. You know, no matter where you live or, you know, what you do. Like, for me personally, I take it on as a great honor and privilege, because it's just something that I've always grown up around. You know, growing up as a kid, listening to WSM back whenever we used to get beat to sleep.
I remember them days.
In the 90s.
I remember them days. Uncle Ant. Heath.
Like, you know, just growing up listening to it, to playing it, to just watch. Like, you know, high school football is something that I really love. You know, I enjoy college and some NFL. I'm not really big on NFL, but like high school football, that's just something that I love, because I see the excitement and the passion in the players. And seeing that and seeing our guys play on Friday night is just – it's exciting to watch, because this team is so talented, you know, and just – you just never know what you're going to see on a Friday night for Ocean Springs, because anybody on offense could take it to the house. And we have a really good defense this year, but it's still some gelling together. And I think once they get that gel solidified, man –
better tighten the hell up.
They're gonna do it, you know. I mean, this is probably like this year's team has probably been one of the better teams I've seen.
Yeah, it's a good team.
You know,
they
when we had Bray, you know.
Well, that team was all world.
That team.
The Bray era was all world.
And you know, it's crazy. It's like I always tell everybody, it's like, you know, it's crazy seeing Bray play for Alabama whenever he was our water boy.
Look, he just was on TV. That's crazy.
Like, Bray was our water boy whenever I played, you know, and just seeing him, like, now in Alabama playing, it's just like, man, it's crazy how fast, like, time really flies, you know.
Yeah, like, I see now little Brother Sam's grandson Malachi.
Oh, yeah.
He gonna be that next star. I see it, man.
Yep.
Malachi gonna be it. He on my little 6U flag team.
Okay.
We got a game next week. We win this. We go to Super Bowl. You know, so
That's
the
what's
Malachi,
up.
all my plays, Malachi left, Malachi right, Malachi up the middle, Malachi pass, Malachi this, Malachi that, man.
Yeah.
Malachi gonna have about 50 touchdowns for the year. So I'm building the next Bray Hubbard for Sherrod Whitehead, Andre. I'm building the next one right now, Malachi, man. He's gonna be a problem, bro.
That's so awesome. Man.
It is, man. But before we let you go, though, what lessons did playing football at Ocean Spring teach you that you still carry with you today? You already said that, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, just really just life in general, you know, no matter how much you face adversity, you know, it's like I told, some players, here in the past, it's like, how adversity strikes is how you handle it.
Right.
No matter what comes your way, you can either let it beat you down or you can look at it and take a step back and say, okay, how can I approach this? How can I overcome this? And how can I get through this?
Right.
Because no matter what in life, you're always going to have some adversity.
Yeah.
You're always going to have your good times, your bad times. And, just that's mainly been the most important thing is just overcoming adversity because that's really our biggest enemy as a human.
Yeah.
Because we face it a lot every day in life.
Right.
So going from football and, whether it's being – I don't think we're ever down when we played, but especially – well, except for playoffs when we played against Meridian. That was the
Black Friday. What I call it, Black Friday.
That game was – they had Todd Russell back then too. Yeah, about that.
Man.
But, yeah, it's just, things like, adversity is one thing that I've always learned from football throughout life, throughout my adulthood. It's just overcoming it and how to overcome it.
You say you work at Ingles. What do you do out at Ingles?
Test and trial.
Test and trial. That's what I used to do out there. It's a good job.
Yeah, man, it's great. Like coming from the department that I worked in, that's like it's night and day difference.
36.
Love it.
Yeah.
And I have more time to cook too now. So.
Oh yeah. I love working out there, man. When I was at Ingles, man, my little time I was out there, man, I was in 36, but I can make all the money. I stayed on overtime.
Look, shoot, that's what I'm trying to do now.
I stayed out there, boy.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I didn't mind staying over, coming in on the weekend, boy, getting that double time and that time and a half. But you talking about some good money, boy.
Yes, sir.
Ingles is the best kept secret here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Folks don't know what they missing, man.
Especially getting at 36.
Come on, man. You just out there, period, because everybody get paid the same.
And, 36 is the only department that don't subcontract out.
They don't. No, they don't. Shout out to 36.
Shout out
you
to
see
36.
my cousin Mo Fairley out there? You see him?
Not
He's
yet.
in PM. He's a whitehead in PM. Always riding around the box truck.
No, I probably was seeing him on the.
Yeah, you know him. Let him know I'm
when
looking
I was
at
on
him.
the ground. Yeah, I probably seen him.
But last question before I let you go. How important is it for alumni like yourself to stay connected and continue supporting the next generation of Greyhounds?
I mean, I think it's pretty important, I mean, you pass down some knowledge to the younger kids, even if it's like, this year seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, if, anybody has, a question or, or just advice, I mean, it's just something to be connected to, because there's nothing like investing in the younger generation.
Right.
Because if you don't, then who will?
Right. Facts.
So
yep.
That's the way I look at it.
Facts. All right, Brian, man, I appreciate this boy. We call him B-Hig, Hig. He got all kind of nicknames,
Hopefully
man.
they save you some food next time I bring it.
I know. I'm going to make sure I'm going to be on the next time,
I told
man.
Jake I was going to do some wings because,
oh, yeah.
I've tried the knuckleheads, so now.
I got them right
here. They were good.
They all right. That's my first one.
Not
what yours like, though?
Them things are good, but I think mine going to be a little bit better, but,
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. Because, man, listen, I don't tell nobody my secret, but since we're on live, I'm going to give you a hint. So I do my garlic jalapeno butter rub and the honey chipotle rub. And then I make my glaze out of the Blue Hogs Champion Blend Barbecue Sauce with the Heath Rawls Hot Honey Peach Glaze. Mix that up, simmer it up, and put it on top of the wings. Dude, those are like world-class wings right
Yeah,
there.
everybody a secret.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little, y'all want to do some wings one day, I'm telling y'all that's a good flavor profile right there. It's really, really good.
I'm gonna try it. I'm finna try the rest of these right here.
Which one'd you get?
Barbecue.
I got that sweet chili one.
That's what he told me I should have
Them
got.
things are good. Yeah, they're good. You ain't even need no sauce with them. They're good.
I just told her grab me something.
Shout out to Knuckleheads on them wings,
Shout out to
because that was
Knucklehead.
good.
All right, B. Appreciate you coming through and sharing your story, man. Once a Greyhound, always a Greyhound.
Absolutely.
We appreciate everything you do to represent the legacy of this program. And we know the current players love seeing the guys who paved the way still showing love. That's going to complete the end of this show today. We're going to be back next Tuesday. Even though we're on bye week, we're still going to come back for next Tuesday and get ready. We're at the end of this thing. We're going into week 8 next week. This is crazy.
Man, time's flying by.
It's flying, man. No, week 7 next week.
Yeah, week 7.
No, this is
Oh.
week 7. Yeah, week 8 next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
9
time
and
flying
10.
by.
Woo! All right, this is Seneca Hampton signing out.